Hey guys, this is Sean and welcome to our channel. And if you're tuning in on our podcast, welcome as well. Great for you guys to stop by. In today's video, I'm going to be answering another question someone asked on social media. And guys, please keep sending these in. These are really great questions and they help to really talk about poignant issues, serious issues that people experience. You guys are sending these in, you've got your concerns, and hopefully we're able to answer these as best as we possibly can to transform your lives, guys, transform your experience, your relationship with your significant other and people around you as well. So this question is, how do I get over the resentment I'm experiencing now that my partner has healed from retroactive jealousy? And this is a really great question. Now, what happens with someone that suffers from retroactive jealousy is that they are having mental movies, they're having intrusive thoughts about their partner's past. And this is causing them to ask questions about the ex, the past partner, the hookup, whatever the situation may have been. But it really puts a spotlight on the partner, on the individual that had these experiences previous to the relationship. Now, that is a difficult thing because as a partner, as someone who's in a new relationship with someone you love, you care about, who you know you want to be with, is now picking apart everything you said, you did, and where you were and what you were doing with all of these other people from your past. It's going to really put you in a position where you start to question yourself. You're going to really take a knock in your self-confidence and your self-esteem, and it's going to make things very difficult for you. What tends to then happen later on down the line is you start to feel resentment, you start to feel angry, you start to feel like you don't want to talk anymore, you want to shut down because you've been picked apart completely. You'll start to feel empty inside. You start to question yourself and whether you're a good enough person to be in this relationship or any other relationship. And that's what retroactive jealousy can do to the partner. It puts a spotlight on who you were and it makes you start to question who you are today. And that's quite a tough thing. There comes the resentment and there comes work that you need to do as a partner of an RJ sufferer. RJ is really teaching you both something. So the partner that has suffered, that's healed and has gone through that experience has learnt about themselves, has learnt where things have come from, has understood the root cause of a lot of their issues, and they may have moved past that. But now, because you've been pulled through that and questioned so many times and you start to ask yourself whether or not you're good enough, there is work to be done now for you to get over that. So you're not feeling resentful, you're not shutting down, you're not getting angry with your partner, you're not lashing out at random things. You guys could be just talking about an issue that your partner's raised with you and they're asking you to do something differently. Oh, I didn't like that. Could you change it a little bit? Could you tweak this? Can we do this differently? And then all of a sudden you find yourself getting very antsy, very angry. You might lash out, or you might just shut down and keep quiet, even though it's something quite simple and trivial. And you're wondering why? Why is this happening? Why am I getting so worked up about this simple thing? But that's the clue. The resentment that you felt is possibly being dragged into your present day now. There is work to be done, like I said, as a partner of the RJ sufferer. And this really is an opportunity for you guys to grow together, right? So once your partner's healed, there is a bit of healing for you to do, but you guys can grow together. You can learn from this experience and move to a place where you have gone through difficulty together and you've come out the other end understanding yourself personally, them understanding themselves. Now imagine you were with a number of people and you decided to climb Everest, right? You planned it, you made all of these plans, a very difficult thing to do. But through all adversity, through all difficulty, through all of this turmoil that you may have experienced to eventually get to the top, once you get to the bottom and you're stood there in front of the people that you climbed with, there is this inner knowing, there's this inner feeling, there's this understanding that there is something that you've done together that no one can take away from you. And that's the same with retroactive jealousy. That's the same with any difficulty you experience with your significant other. But you need to be in that mindset that we are going to learn from this. Failure is something that you learn from. Failure is giving you feedback as to what you need to do, or what you need to change, or what you need to tweak to improve your experience, to improve your relationship, to improve your life. If you're in the mindset where it's all doom and gloom, it's negative, it's all, oh, here we go again, you won't be focused on the possibility of change and growth and actually moving to a place where you guys are a stronger unit as a result of retroactive jealousy. So you need to be aware of that. You need to change your mindset. Retroactive jealousy is something my partner experienced. They suffered. They did make things difficult for me. I suffered as well. I feel resentful. I'm angry about it. I'm sad about it, whatever feelings there are. But now I'm going to learn a little bit more about myself. Because why am I still taking things personally? There is the clue. There is something that you need to look out for. So you need to ask yourself and write these things down. Why you want to stay with your partner, why you love your partner. What are the reasons that you guys want to move in together? You want to settle together, to have kids, whatever you guys are choosing to do as partners in your relationship. Write those things down and read them back when you feel low, when you feel down about it. Understand your thoughts and your triggers. It's good to journal these things as well. So if your partner asked you, for example, a simple question like, when you go to the kitchen, could you please just make sure you leave everything on the side and just don't leave things in the sink? And then you go and lash out, you take things personally. I never do anything right. You need to understand that that sort of reaction could be you taking things a little bit too personally. Be aware of your triggers, be aware of your behavior, be aware of where you may be overreacting. Know your triggers, understand your thoughts, understand where things are coming from, and then start to communicate these things with your partner. If you're communicating where you went wrong or where you felt you were thinking wrong, and you're being open, you're being honest, you're being humble about it, and you're showing a little bit of humility, sometimes remorse if you've lashed out and you've taken things a little bit too far, that's okay. You know, you guys are moving into a direction where you are building understanding, compassion, space, time, and you're creating this relationship where you guys, it doesn't matter what happens, it doesn't matter how angry or volatile things get, you have the resolution, you have the understanding, you have the tools to overcome anything, to resolve conflict, because that is the benchmark, that is the hallmark of a lasting relationship. Another thing is look after yourself. And I talked about this in the previous video, where it's all about your health and your well-being. If you aren't looking after yourself, if you are eating too much, not sleeping enough, drinking too much, if you're not treating yourself well, how can you possibly treat anyone else well? You know, that goes for your partner, your kids, your friends, your family, whoever it is. If you're not treating yourself well, and you're not really, and I mean really, looking at yourself in the mirror and feeling good about yourself, you will not feel good about yourself whenever someone talks to you about something or raises an issue or discusses anything serious. You will always take things personally, and you'll always feel that sense of resentment. So treat yourself well, take rest, take out time for yourself, carve that out in the day. It's important that you make time for yourself. And the last thing, guys, I'm going to say on this is, you know, if you are really struggling and you feel like you're in a bad place, it's important that you seek help. You want to talk to someone who is not a friend, not a family member, so they can help you through your own personal thought process without putting their own issues on top of that, without filtering through what their opinion is on that, right? A therapist, a coach, a hypnotherapist, whoever it may be, will help you hone in on your own thoughts, your own feelings, and what it means to you. And that will really help you overcome the resentment that you might be feeling, the shutting down you might be experiencing, or the lashing out and the volatility you might be experiencing as a result of your suffering at the hands of your partner. Guys, I really hope this helped you. If you are interested in booking a strategy call with us, I help partners of RJ sufferers get over resentment, get over the ill feelings that they might now be feeling as a result of the partner healing. So book a strategy call on Eva's Calendly, and I'll be happy to talk to you about that. And yeah, please keep the questions coming. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care, guys.